My name is Spartak Khamis, and I am a social revolutionary. I am an anarchist. I would like to use this occasion to discuss really the assassination of my brother, Giuliano Khamis. I explained many times that his parents were also threatened with death and assassination. His father was condemned to death during the British mandate by the Iraqi and the Jordanian government. His mother was also on the list of execution by Hamas and the Jihad, the Palestinian Jihad in Jenin, because she was a Jew trying to make good things. And then they managed to assassinate their sons, Giuliano Khamis. And I remember that evening, late night evening, when the Shabak and the Mossad came to my house and woke me up 5 o'clock in the morning, half naked with my girlfriend, telling me that they are going to assassinate your mother. So you better inform her. Where is she? So I said to them, look, my mother is abroad. She went abroad to collect money for the Palestinian refugees. And they said to me, okay, we leave it up to you. Her blood is on your hand. And they left. So I ran my mother to Sweden, to Stockholm. And I told her, Mommy, they came, the Mossad and the Shabak. And they say that they're going to kill you. That's 10 years before even Giuliano got involved in the Jenin project. I loved my brother and I tried to save his ass, but he was so confident that he's continuing and carrying the tradition of my parents. All the Arabs think that my brother was assassinated by Arabs, but from an Israeli agenda. And most Israelis think that my brother was assassinated by an Israeli agenda with an Arab killer. So as you see, that both sides actually are stuck or sticking to the same miserable, spectacular fetishism. Unfortunately, my brother, coming from the entertainment business, coming from the Israeli Hollywood filmmaking, it was for him quite superficial, quite shallow. But in reality, he rejected that understanding. And every time I reproached him about that, he neglected it and accused me of being over-warring, which in reality was his death card. So he said to me, don't worry, my brother, I have Fatah on my side, I have Zakaria Abeidi on my side, I have the Palestinian Popular Front on my side, I even have the blessing of the Palestinian Authority, Abu Mazen and his lackeys. But yet I knew that the Palestinian Authority, including Fatah and Hamas, and the Israeli authority, including the Israeli army and the Shabak, are really not so much concerned about his disappearance because of their abhorrence of his familial background. Yet, in the end, fate became the fact, and he was assassinated by the Palestinian Jihad with the blessing of the Palestinian Hamas. But now, looking retrospectively at it and seeing what all his friends have done and what his wives have done, we can see that they understood nothing at all. But unfortunately, it takes time for things to develop, and it takes time even for those Palestinians who in the beginning refused to cooperate with me because of fear, because those who killed him will kill anyone. I mean, that's the nature of this killing. Because if you kill an actor or a producer, if you kill an artist, then where's the limit? There's no limit. Then everyone is a candidate for being assassinated if you are not dancing in the whim of Islamic nationalism or the secret agenda of the CIA and the Mossad. His death is not going to be at loss. On the contrary, I reproached his wives and his friends, his Arab friends, his Jewish friends, his foreign friends, and yes, quite many, because the guy was charismatic, was attractive, was intelligent, fast, clever, and so he managed to accumulate around him many groups, including big donators. Unlike my brother, was so stupid enough to go and put his head in the burrow of snakes, in a burrow of religious fundamentalist Islamic nationalists known as the Palestinian Jihad and Hamas, and even elements from Fatah. Therefore, I don't expect from the Israelis nothing but maybe being the silent accomplices of his assassination by not giving me the warning as they did with my mother beforehand. Also, I don't expect from the Palestinian Authority any assistance because I knew that from their point of view, they don't want to fire the situation. They are barely existence. They have a civil war in their own party. So obviously, that's the last thing they want to investigate. Who killed Giuliano Khamis? Same thing with the Israelis. Nobody wants to know who killed Giuliano Khamis, because who killed Giuliano Khamis is the Israeli mentality and the Palestinian mentality and the American mentality. That's who killed Giuliano Khamis. And that's why nobody wants to investigate. Not the Israelis, not the Palestinians, not the Americans, not even the United Nations, not even his wives, not even his friends, not even all those who come from all over the world to make films, poetry, books, writing, documentaries, what have you. Nobody wants to know the truth. They only want to benefit out of this miserable, tragic execution. Yet, from the first day after his assassination, on the 5th of April 2011, I came to Haifa, where his body is laid, and I said to them, Hey, ladies and gentlemen, guys and chicks, my brother was assassinated and I'm an anarchist and you're not. So what are you going to do about it? They said to me, nothing. We're going to clap, sell some shirts, bury him, and then put some candles, put his picture, make him the martyr of art, and we shall prosper in the world as a theatrical celebrities. And that's exactly what happened, by the way. All his friends became celebrities, and all his brothers became destitute and near unemployed. So the message is clear. To make the death of my brother not pass in vain, we shall manipulate it for revolutionary purposes, so we can use this tragic loss at least towards the emancipation of humanity and the liberation of humankind from this oppressive, exploitative, and fascist structure that we live under. And thank you.